Venezuela looks like another proxy war front of US and Russia. It all started when the incumbent president Nicolas Maduro was re-elected as president in the 2018 presidential election. However, the results of that election were disputed. The dispute came to a head in early 2019 when the National Assembly of Venezuela stated that the results of the election were invalid and declared Juan Guaidó as the acting president.
Asumir formalmente las competencias del Ejecutivo Nacional como el presidente encargado de Venezuela.
This new player has lunged from the backbench of Venezuela's hard-knocks political arena onto the front lines of a high-stakes standoff with socialist president Nicolas Maduro. Shortly after Guaidó was elected head of the National Assembly, Maduro's allies threatened him with an investigation for treason. National protests were then organized by the opposition against Maduro's election and his ruling coalition. Many were desperate for a new leader to rescue the once wealthy oil nation from 2 decades of socialist rule. Shortly after the National Assembly's declaration, various Venezuelan groups, foreign nations and international organizations made statements supporting either side to the conflict, with Russia, China, Iran, Syria, Bolivarian Alliance for the Peoples of Our America leading the support for Maduro, while the United States and European Union both throwing the support to the National Assembly. Approximately 12 countries have now recognized the legitimacy of Guaidó. The United States pushed for a new government in Venezuela. By throwing its support behind Guaidó, the United States has carved out a role for itself to be a lead architect in Venezuela's reconstruction. Mike Pompeo is calling Maduro's regime morally bankrupt, economically incompetent, and profoundly corrupt. Putin says nobody has the right to oust an elected president. He also wanted the United States to butt out of Venezuela. The world is shocked that the Trump administration recognized a non-elected figure as the president of Venezuela. The Venezuelan president says it is a great provocation and that Trump believes he is the police of Latin America and Caribbean. President Maduro is shutting down country's embassy and its consulates in the United States in defiance of the Trump administration. He also ordered all American diplomats to leave the country immediately. Inflation has surpassed 23 million%. Millions are fleeing the country. The average Venezuelan has lost 24 pounds in the last year. People are having a tough time in Venezuela. They don't have food, no medicine, no transport, no electricity. Crime is rampant. Thousands have been protesting against Maduro. The popular view is that the current president is holding the government hostage, exiling many popular leaders and brutally suppressing protests. People are put behind bars for not agreeing with Maduro. There is chaos and destabilization in Venezuela. Venezuelan society is now in shambles and the wounds inflicted by hyperinflation are deep. The nation is on the brink of civil war. Nicolas Maduro refuses to back down. Top military leaders in Venezuela declared their loyalty to President Maduro, stating that they won't support a coup. Earlier, Guaidó pleaded to the military to abandon Maduro. The big question for the Venezuelans is who is the real president? Who should they support? Maduro or Guaidó? People are asking a lot of questions about Venezuelan oil reserves, sovereignty rights, fair elections, hyperinflation, and of course about the American intervention. Venezuela is the object of desire of the ruling circles in Washington and Moscow. They have the largest proven reserves of oil in the world. A new leader surely brings hope. Many are coming back home for the big fight against Maduro.